the market will put your order all the way
Yeah,
here.
exactly. You put your order onto probably 5, 6, 7, or even 10 pips above or low or below.
Type shit.
Trust
Well,
me.
But
yeah,
yeah,
man.
man.
But
Bro,
yeah,
whatever
overall,
happened,
ha-
happened, bro.
has been everyone, man. Has been everyone.
Now we've been good, man.
All good, bro.
Alhamdulillah, bro.
How
The
are you?
market, everything. Alhamdulillah. How about you?
Yeah, I've been good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this week the market kind of frustrated me a bit because it was not looking to move. It was very stagnant, meaning that it was very range bound and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, we're starting to see the breakouts to the upper end of things. So yeah,
Mm.
I'm back on my best mood.
Let's go, man. Now for me, to be honest, I feel like it's been super great for me. Like from the start, I just didn't trade at all on Monday, Tuesday as well. I feel like did that trade. I took that trade on EURUSD on Tuesday, and then that ended up taking me out by the morning on break even. But apart from that, gold gave me a nice trade on Tuesday as well. So the market overall it was going good for us. So yeah, man. Now it's just time to manage the profits.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most important thing. I mean, yeah, I guess we just got get into whatever trades we take and so far from.
Get used to it. This feeling that you're having right now, they're gonna be the reason you'll stop doing the things that you
This is
that you
what I'm
should.
saying,
Yeah,
bro.
don't support me, bro. Bro.
Once you bank on your profits, that's it, man. And then once you bank on your profits, and then it has made your criteria, just run away. That's why what I do in most of the cases. Like I said, how I said that based on my strat, I have like trading windows within a 1 day. Obviously from 9 to 11, then 11 12. 1 until 2. I don't really touch. I mean, I literally go off the charger, or I literally close my laptop, go do something else. In most cases, I just go to the gym or maybe I walk around or something like that. I just don't want to stay at it at all because you might end up taking something very stupid, and that's why I'm very strict on these 2 windows that I trade in most of the days, being from 9 to 11, then from 1 to 3. So anything in between that, I'm out of the charts. I don't look at anything. I'm not focused on anything. It's just going through news, probably going through macros, going through this, going through that, or probably reading, or probably going to the gym, or just getting myself busy with something else.
Nah, it's the formal, man. It's the formal,
I
but
feel like the shadow been in my brain so much, bro. Like,
Okay.
nah, for sure, though. Like, now I
Nah,
feel like
fair enough, man. Fair enough.
fair enough, man. Fair. Now for sure, I feel like the market overall, I mean, is looking okay. Like nothing really much change. If we
Exactly.
look at it from the higher time frame perspective, so we're probably just gonna start with EURUSD first, and then
Yeah,
we check gold for me, and then if you other have any other update on like GU and this other thing, then we can just go through it.
for sure.
Um, but yeah, man, like with the looking at EURUSD, to be honest, I feel like we just have a nice pullback. Like we were saying, pay attention to that area that we said at the end of the call.
Yeah,
Price actually now hold it and then give us that pullback. So the first trade that we took on Tuesday, we can just break that down quickly first.
yeah,
Uh,
sure.
so that again, like the thing that you were saying on the call last week that the market might try to do the same thing by Wednesday is literally what it done here, bro.
Trust me.
We get
Exactly.
tempted by the first buys. Obviously,
Yeah,
it did give us a little bit profit. We put the stop loss in profit here, but again, the retest happens, but we kind of was a bit early on it. But again, like the criteria, we did have that fake
exactly.
confirmation one more time, like it did last week again on the 15-minute
Yeah,
time frame. And then by London in the morning, the market did actually completely different direction. And look how it just wicked us below here and then take us out from that trade. But that trade here completely, we closed that trade on here on break
hmm
even. So
hmm
overall, we took some part sale and then put stop loss in profit, and then the market ended up closing there. So last night when I was on the chart, I was seeing this order block on the 15-minute time frame. I was expecting price to hold above here, then we can have that continuation. But if you can see this, when London opened 8 in the morning, this candle was actually crazy. I thought it
yeah,
was actually gonna continue going lower to like the 1 hour order block like it did here when it started to pull back last week. I thought it
Yeah.
was going to do the same thing, but we actually go into the higher time frame. And then I was looking at this order block here because
Yeah.
again, this has more volume than this one here, so I choose this instead.
Mm-hmm.
So when I see the price rejecting from there, I was like, okay, maybe on the 15-minute time frame. However, now I have more clear confirmation because I know that market just taking liquidity from our first
Yeah.
trade. And then
Yeah.
secondly, I was like, okay, because if this still my area, as long as price didn't close below it, we
Yeah. We
closed
good.
back above it, I should be fine. So what I then did there was taking the trade on the 5-minute time frame.
Yeah.
So obviously this was the seller's candle in the market at the time. So what I did, when this candle closed and then I start to see market pulling back, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, if we start to close back above here, then I'll take a trade on EURUSD. And then obviously I was monitoring the 1-minute time frame because I was actually confident that the trade might start to go there, especially after we took the liquidity from the previous low there.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I see 1 minute start to close back above the red line that I put on the 5 minutes bearish
Yeah.
candle we had,
Yeah.
and then I just took the trade from there. That was my first entry on EURUSD this morning.
Yeah.
So we take the trade based on that, and then price actually continue going into that direction. And then
Yeah.
New York, obviously we had the key area that we had here when price was trying to go high, we
Yeah.
pulled back. So when we actually then go and break back above the exhaustion that we had right there, and then throughout New York, I was just looking for price to retest there, and then we have another confirmation on the 5-minute time frame, which
Yeah.
was this candle here. So we, because
Yeah.
obviously there was a news coming and all of that. The 1 minute was having more clear volume,
Yeah.
so we took that trade when the 1 minute start to close there. And again, that was the trade on New York. We have a nice buy on there. But overall, that is the move on every USD. Like I
Yeah.
think it makes so much sense to wait for price to actually come back all the way to the area
Exactly. Yeah.
in that fake move. But yeah, that was my trade on every USD. So if I check on gold, gold has been doing craziness in there.
Exactly.
Literally crazy, bro.
Yeah,
So
especially obviously the fact that this all of the uncertainty coming in the US and stuff like that. I think even there was report the event that happened on the JOLTS event that happened today. It actually came weaker than expected. So
yeah,
it's only more reasons for us to go into the safe havens. But in this case being gold. As you can see, obviously gold just rallying as much as
bro,
it can
it's just getting crazy.
as long as there's uncertainty around US and stuff like that, there's always gonna be inflows into gold, silver, and in the other safe havens and the likes of these commodities. To be honest,
Now the gold has been really bullish, man, and I feel like the first trade idea I had on gold as well. Again, we were paying attention to the psychological number, which is 3525. So once we see price was breaking above here, especially from yesterday move that we had, gold was really bullish.
yeah,
So we kind of find a support around here on the lower time frame,
yeah,
and we took this trade during Asia, like, cause gold can move so crazy at nighttime as well. So when we start to see this rejection here, I was only paying attention for gold to see some sign rejection around here. So that
yeah,
was the first trade I took during Asia, and we can actually see we have a nice buy from there. I closed those trade London, and then London up on price, then come back exactly to the same area, and you can see we're starting to reject clearly and giving us some bullish sign, and then we come back there again, and then that is when I took another trade on gold, and price continue just going higher and higher. So yeah, man, I feel like overall gold was good, and this was the Tuesday trade that I took on gold again. If you remember, like last, was it week before last week, we did some analysis on gold when the market just opened, price just tried to buy. So when we try to buy and then we try to reject and sell, when we had this selling candle here. So this key area here, I marked on gold. I was like, okay, if this is a key area right now, because price is refusing to go below here. So whenever we are above here, we can actually see some nice trade, maybe throughout, New York. So yeah, man, and overall, gold then give us a nice buy from that area again, and from there, markets just continue going higher and higher. So that was the first trade, and these are the two second trade that I have on gold. So I'm currently waiting for some rebound. that might be around here, or my price might pull back a bit more. But again, that we're just gonna do the recap first. But yeah, that was my trades on gold and EURUSD, man. We actually take advantage of this, bro. Like it's going crazy, bro. It's actually going crazy, bro.
Trust me. I mean, like I said, as long as there's all of these, political fiscal uncertainties around the US and stuff like that, especially now that obviously because I think what is it called? Powell has said that obviously rate cuts are always going to be happening. Obviously, they're looking to have rate cuts which was what 81% priced in by investors and stuff like that. And then obviously the other focus was on whatever events that are meant to happen by this week. So anything the rate basically the rate cuts are gonna be based on the events that are gonna be happening throughout this week. So we already have one of the events which literally came in negative than expected. So I guess there's no other reasons for anyone to be looking short on gold as of right now, to be honest. But yeah, like
Nobody.
I said, I think I did an analysis on gold today, which is kind of similar to yours. Obviously, whenever you're done, I'll probably go over mine as well. Then we can kind of see, the whole idea behind our thought processes and stuff like that.
Nah, for sure. Nah, that is calm. If you wanna share, you can show us like what you or what's been happening with you on EURUSD, and then from there we can continue going.
Oh,
Love to analyze these charts, man.
but yeah, I think one of my pairs that I taken this week, it was the NZD USD.
Yeah,
It was it was a nice, little, I think 1 to 3 or something like that. Looking at price action, first obviously we're gonna focus on price action from the sort of 4 hour sort of perspective and stuff like that. We can clearly see that we're seeing price on a coming from a higher ends, giving us a lot of bearish strength. So and the main reason behind obviously this trade it was heavily focused on macro and fundamentals. The core view on it was the fact that obviously the RBNZ resumed cuts in August, obviously on the on NZ side of things, which obviously the signal for that easing. So that was the main reasoning behind my bearish sort of outlook on this pair. And then as you can see, this was actually taken on a Monday. It was I think bank holidays on the US dollar side of things, but
yeah,
obviously not on this pair. So yeah, it's same criteria. Literally, obviously we had this first break of this area taking this lows from here, giving us a newer low. Then obviously my supply area literally aligned with my cycle levels, my whole cycle level, and my quarter cycle level.
yeah.
Then obviously the trade was taken based on a 15-minute entry, which was here.
That looks solid, bro.
Which was here. So yeah, open on New York, open on London. We had obviously this rally up here, but then as soon as obviously we've seen price get into our area of interest, then I just waited my entry criteria, which was obviously material and bearish candles.
Yeah,
Um, if we zoom this out here, we can clearly see that we had, this first rejection in here. But however, I didn't enter based on this first rejection. I actually waited for 2 more candles, bearish candles, signaling me that this is the desired entry point for me. So I waited for this candle, this other candle, and I entered from here. Then obviously again risking 120 points, then looking to very 60 points out of it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 3R. Then obviously we taking hashes around here, and yeah, the trade, literally played um, in our favor.
nah, for sure. That looks so solid on that. I
Yeah,
can't lie.
exactly. It was kind of range bounding at first because of the fact that there was a bit of bank holidays on the US side of things. But however, looking at the macro side of things, I was very confident, not confident, but I was very it aligned very well with my bearish outlook based on whatever has been said on the fundamental side of things. So that was the main reason. Like I said, with my strat, the first thing that I focus on is fundamentals and macro. Then I
Yeah,
go into price action. then obviously time-based volume. Those are my my three criteria whenever I'm looking to get a setup. So yeah, this was one of the trades that I taken. Was taken on Monday, then closed on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
The other one was then again, not my favorite, but yeah, it's been my favorite for a minute. Uh, this was the one that we taken last week. Yeah, so I'm gonna go on the 4 hour. So then again, very fundamentally aligned, based on obviously on the uncertainty that we have going on in the US and stuff like that. USD, as the Swiss franc tends to be a safe haven, meaning
Mhm.
that it tends to have a lot of inflows from obviously the dollar side of things. So then
Yeah.
again, we was just following price action. We had our first entry on here last week, which we broken down already. Then again, we had this rally taking out these lows in here, then giving us a new lower low. Then obviously our area of supply aligned with our cycle levels again. Our quarter cycle levels and our whole cycle levels. I'm currently in this trade. I've not closed it, and then I'll just wait for it until maybe the end of the week or perhaps by tomorrow, because there's a lot of red folders that are coming in tomorrow, and then hopefully those red folders are going to be not in favor of the dollar. So as long as those red folders are not in favor of the dollar, so these cells are looking to play out very well. But yeah, again, entry criteria, my price go into our zone in here. First entry was literally in here, open of what is it called? New York.
Yeah.
First candle, second candle, enter that here, and yeah, still holding it really. It's kind of range bounding, but yeah, we're still
No,
in this
so
trade.
it still looks solid
Yeah,
overall. There is just not too much volume going on right now in it.
exactly.
But long term, if there's volume kicked in, that might jump. But yeah, man.
So then again, I want to free. Hopefully when price gets around here, I'm looking to bank 60% or 70% of this move, then let the
Yeah.
remain run to the final take profit being a 1 to 3. And then the other one that I had on my watch list this week, it was obviously the euro side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, as we explained on the other video, I think it was on a Sunday, we were kind of talking about the breakdowns of and
Yeah.
our outlooks for this week. We did mention that we're looking for the euro to do the same thing as it did at last week, meaning
Yeah.
that it might not be reacting from our first area of interest, but then reacting from our second area of interest. Then exactly that's what happened here. I entered in here, but however, I've not been able to bank on any profits on here. So
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, I was taken out of this trade.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing to worry. I think risk about 0.5% of the account. But
Yeah.
it met my criteria, not into to reject. Go into my money here, area of demand, weighted my entry criteria, and which was what bullish candles in here. First candle, second candle, entry was here. We could have banked profits, but however, like I said, like they say, a restricted trader is a profitable trader. I normally tend to take profits at 1 to 2 max. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm lying on here. Let me see if this okay 40 pips. Yeah, exactly. Just a pip I think. Literally just a pip away. I was not able to bank on profits, but yeah, never
Now,
mind.
yeah, but like plan is what makes you the profit in the previous trade. So going
Exactly.
against you in this one trade doesn't change anything, bro.
But then,
Losses, never
as
mind.
you said, as we've been mentioning for the last few videos, we're still very much bullish on the euro side of things. Bearing in mind, obviously, everything that's going on the US on the dollar side of things, and
Yeah.
the target at the 1.20 at max by year end. So yeah, we still have
No,
our bullish.
we're gonna be super bullish, especially tomorrow to Friday, bro. There's so much going on in the market, bro.
Exactly, exactly.
Today has been crazy already. Imagine like we have NFP coming tomorrow on
Yeah.
Friday, and there's so much news is that happening tomorrow as well. That the market structure is purely what's gonna give us that move that we're looking for, Nero, and we're still
And
going to explore.
And then yes, obviously this I'll kind of go over it again, but yeah, the reason that this zone is still valid, it has not broken below this to close below it.
Yeah.
So the zone is still valid, is within our area of demands. We just had a bit of liquidity up here. We all know liquidity tends to be another fuel for the move. So that's what literally happened in here. We had obviously premature buyers in here. In this case, I've been amongst the premature buyers, but like I said, it's nothing to worry much. So
No.
yeah, we had obviously the market rally down, obviously
Trades.
taking Ethiopia week us out. Then again, open on London, first candle, second candle. Then we entered and we still holding this trade.
All in this way.
Hopefully
Yeah.
by the end of the week or maybe tomorrow or the day after that. But yeah,
No,
and then
that's literally why I'm no longer in any trade. All this trade kind of hit my take profits anyway, so I'm out
yeah,
on the euro. I'm just waiting for a pullback or some
yeah.
area that we can catch some more entry for tomorrow.
Exactly, and yeah, I think nothing on the pound side of things, because obviously looking at fundamentals and macro, the pound is not really looking good. So we kind of staying away from it until we have some clear directional bias. But
Yeah.
not really. Just go over the thought process behind it.
Guys, you scan a lot of my.
Because like I said, a lot of the times I've based my stuff on macros and fundamentals. So whatever is aligning with me, and then whatever is
Yeah,
making sense for me, I kind of tend to look at it. But I don't tend to go over more than maybe 4 to 5 pairs on a watch list. Or if not, it tends to get a bit confusing. But yeah, I'll just quickly go over this thought process.
yeah,
If you literally just look at price action, we very bullish in here.
yeah,
Obviously the most recent breakout that we had, it was this area in here broke out. We had this area of demand, which
yeah,
really aligns with our cycle levels again.
yeah.
Entry could have been here. Entry could have literally been here at the open on the yeah, literally at 1:30. We could have had an entry, a nice entry here. First candle, second candle around here. Then maybe this, would have been a proper trade. But yeah, we're not gonna fall into no form or anything like that.
Nah, for sure, man. End of the day, if don't meet the criteria, or even if you made that criteria, if you were not paying attention to it, there's no reason
Exactly.
to take that trade. And you already take few trade that you already banked on it. So there's
Exactly. If you look at it, it's a nice little move. Probably could have taken on profits around here and then let the rest ride to wherever we wanted it to go. But yeah, I think those are the few things that I had for this week, and we're still in the euro dollar buys, just waiting. Yeah, I think that's about it for me. I'm literally just on the euro dollar buys, and then this Swiss franc sells at the minute. Hopefully data's gonna be in our favor, and then we're gonna finally be able to see this helps hitting tech profits and stuff like that. If not, then we just call it a week and then move on to the next week
no,
and
that's for sure,
ourselves.
man. We
And
can
then
really go
I
through that.
also what I was saying on the goal side of things.
Mhm.
There you go. There you go. When there's a lot of stuff going in the US, a lot of the investors tend to move tend to
Gold is gonna go nuts. That bro,
back.
3,006. That bro, I'm seeing gold go to like, bro. How do I even know? Let me check the number.
Like I said, I think I'm
3,600.
predicting gold at least 4K.
That is gonna 4K in it, but like the way I tend to go with it, because if we're going from 3,500, the
Hmm.
next level that we're gonna probably head into is going to be like 3,600, then three
Yeah,
thousand seven hundred, and so on. Gold is gonna go bullish, bro. Like
yeah,
super
exactly.
bullish.
But yeah, if I also trade obviously gold for tomorrow, whatever, then they
Mhm.
would just definitely be my thought process behind it. We
Yeah,
had this rally up here, reacted up here, so this area is not valid for us. Then
yeah,
and then again, we're seeing obviously market close above these areas of support or resistance.
Mhm.
Then again, same thing, rallied, retraced. Then this becomes our new area of support of demand, which
yeah,
is aligning with our psych levels, so being our whole psych levels and our core psych levels. So it's just a case of waiting, let gold kind of retrace all the way here. Then obviously, if it is within our time based volume, then it's a nice little trade for whoever's watching the live. But yeah, this is my kind of thought process on gold. There's no reasons for anyone to kind of go short on gold, but
Yeah.
I just look for proper setups on
That's
the
for
bullish
sure.
side of things to be.
I'm bullish. I can't. It's like when I see gold pulling back, I can't wait for it to pull back to silent level so I can take a trade. Literally, like I'm just waiting because the way gold moves, like especially around Asia, this market can just respect any key area and just continue going into that direction. So overall is good. Thank you for updating me on Bitcoin as well. Because I'm in a trade. I would have just purely just go check on that, but
There
there
you
we
go. I think we done BTC. Was it 2 videos ago, something like that?
Yeah, too. We haven't done a few days ago, but now the market is looking good, so we're gonna
Yeah,
go through
exactly.
Bitcoin as
Like I
well.
said, this was my area, reacted well of it, gave
Yeah,
us this nice little move, a little pullback,
yeah,
resembling this kind of pullback in here, reacting over an area of demand, or maybe
yeah,
call that area outside a side level sort of area, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is our second entry, and
yeah.
yeah, we're looking to target around here. Maybe I don't know about when, but at least one
Now
fourth.
Bitcoin is gonna go nuts soon though, because the way I see the volume start to come in Bitcoin is crazy. But like, I,
Exactly.
yeah, man, I have some crazy trades on Bitcoin. I'm still in trade on Bitcoin for like a few days now. It's just been going ups and down, but obviously, some profits been taken up. But
Yeah,
um,
that's the most
I
important. As long as you're banking on profits at every move or every side levels, then you're good.
For sure, man. If bro, Bitcoin that way, especially on MX, bro, like to trade it there, bro, you make so much profit, bro. Cause
Mhm.
bro, I'm really, really, really aggressive on Bitcoin right now. That is only because like my stop losses start to get a bit tighter, so the leverage, I'm trying to take advantage of it. So yeah, man, I feel like it's gonna be good to go through Bitcoin as well. So for me, if you want, I can go through EURUSD first to see what trade I'm kind of waiting
Yeah,
for tomorrow,
yeah.
and then. That is fine. I'm just gonna try to share my screen. Um, yeah, that would be gold for sure. Maybe I can just start with gold anyway, so it don't really matter. I'm just gonna delete some of these levels, so I just don't confuse myself too much. I'm just gonna delete this one as well, and then we're gonna start probably with the 4 hour time frame daily. Let's just check the daily time frame first. Again, bro, I just love God to do this, bro. You see, like these
Hmm.
candles are just opening and we just bullish, bullish, bullish. But
This
like
one.
if you pay attention to whenever a candle open, we try to pull back and then buy. Whenever a candle open, we try to pull back and then buy. Whenever a candle open, we try to pull back and then buy. So whenever a candle open, we might try to pull back a bit as well. Very
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
that critical number here and then we can buy. That
Mm-hmm.
is what I'm looking for. So if I go into like the 4 hour time frame and now we can clearly see, just gonna
Mm-hmm.
delete some of these lines here now. Probably gonna use them from 1 hour time frame. But if you can see the 4 hour time frame is kind of clearly saying the structure, like you were saying, we have some structure here. We now have a structure here, and now we can
Exactly.
see we kind of having a structure here. That is why we're having this pullback. Again, gold is really stupid. This exertion that you are seeing here, this key level, gold can easily hold this
Yeah, and
throughout
then react from it. Yeah.
Europe. But again, the idea is to not to have a FOMO.
Because
So what
I think one thing that I've noticed as well, when there's a lot of obviously safe haven demands, gold don't tend to retrace a lot of the times. It just gives you a little retracement, then bam, it's gone.
Nah, for sure. Like and now I'm gonna be like, especially we have key area after key area. That is how this market is reacting for me right now these days. So especially on gold, from Monday, what it does, it tends to do that throughout the week. So I'm gonna use this level now on the 4 hour time frame because why that is the level because we see the market start to go bullish. So once we start to hit these highs here, we kind of have some key area here. So market was kind of struggling to go from this level, and then what do we have? We have a higher low point clearly here, and then we have this breakout here. If you are someone who trade breakout, you would have take a breakout trade on this. So you have 2 4 hour candle in profit. However, the market, once we had a breakout, we need to retest. That's the idea of breakout and retest strategy. But
Mm,
the way we're using it is aligning with our key level, and we had a nice breakout. So we're seeing gold trying to pull back around here. We
okay.
might get to there, we might not, but we're gonna pay attention to whatever the market is doing at this point. So
Yeah.
uh, again, if you remember, all these key areas that we've been choosing on gold is doing the same exact thing around here. We have a nice key area here that I'm expecting gold can nicely retest back
Yeah.
from there, and then price can hold there. If
Yeah.
that don't happen, obviously these levels that gold is doing here, we're gonna pay attention to it, but I don't want to put too much lines on my chart. But I
Mm,
feel like this area might be a critical area to pay attention to on gold as well, especially if you translate that to the lower time frame. You can see we clearly
yeah.
have that on aligning with other block here.
Mm,
But just to stay safe, we're gonna expect gold to at least come back down here with this other block, because if we try to now read market structure on the lower time frame, which is the 15-minute time frame, we have a higher high, we have a higher low here. So we then now break this high here.
yeah.
Need to identify where this high is. So we have a nice higher high here, and then gold then pull back, giving us a higher low right here. And then obviously we continue going structure and taking out this high. We have a nice higher high here. We then pull back. Obviously, we're still within that structure. So God is now giving us a higher low and then breaking this structure here. So if you pay attention to here, obviously this is the first time that we break that structure level here. From
Yeah.
there, this just one candle pullback, one candle pullback, one candle. So technically, this kind of makes sense to be like a higher low point on gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But again, we don't know if the market is gonna come all the way down here. But for me, I'm gonna use this level as my higher low point. So as
Yeah.
long as gold is trying to stay above this level here, we should be good. So we might have a nice pullback all the way here around here. And again, that is aligning with that key level on the daily time frame. Even
Mm,
if price worst case scenario, let's say if gold um dump gets here and then pretend like he's breaking the level, that's okay. All we gotta do is wait for price to actually make its way back above there and then give
yeah.
us a signal and then buy. Because gold is super bullish, like you were saying before. So yeah, that's my first idea on gold. I'm just waiting for a
Yeah.
pullback up here and then buy. So worst case scenario throughout Asia, if I'm awake, I'll be monitoring the market around these key areas that is leaving behind now. Because again, this is where the last push is happening currently on the chart. So we're not gonna just ignore the area that price is failing to reject from there. And obviously, these are all new highs that gold is making and new fresh lows. So yeah, gold is currently reacting from there, but we're not gonna take any trade around here. It's okay if we miss that trade from here. It's fine. We'll come
You just
tomorrow.
wait for the next zone. Yeah.
Let's see what happens exactly. But to be safer and just ignore that area, you see this key area here, I'm gonna use that instead. So now gold is below that area. So once price then break above that area, then you can say, okay, I'm gonna now say if gold break back above, which is this key area here, then it
Hmm.
can retest there, and then we can continue going with that. But if not, we're simply just gonna wait for gold to come all the way back down here, and then we can buy. That is my idea on gold for
I
now.
mean, let me just quickly scan to Forex Factory, see what's going on tomorrow.
Mhm.
Forex Factory. Literally, because obviously, literally, there's gonna be a lot of volume. Obviously, volatility in the market tomorrow. We have NFP. We also have CPI for the Swiss franc in the morning. We
Yeah.
also, we have NFP at quarter past one. We also have unemployment claims at 1:30, and we also
Oops. I mean, probably lost connection again.
so, we might not even see deeper pull downs on the side of golds, but yeah, like I said, it's just a case of managing and seeing where the
Mhm.
market from what key zones is the market reacting from, and then what is it looking to do. But yeah, like I said, I don't really have any reasons to be sure on gold for now.
Nah, you can't. If you go short on gold right now, you're killing yourself. But again, like we just been breaking psychological now. We break 35, 35. 35550, and then if we break that technically, the next target that we're looking for gold will be around here, 3600. So that is my next target on gold, and it's not gonna be an easy move. Gold will just start to shoot up, boom, 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 and we'll hit that number. That is how it's looking like for me. Let me just flip that. Yeah. For sure, man. This area, we're paying attention for only price to then close back above it, then we can take advantage of it. If not, we're gonna see if gold can actually try to pull back even a little bit closer to this line here, which is the cycle level there, and then we can take advantage of it. And there's these news that are coming on. They try to at least push the market a bit lower before it can.
Exactly. I mean, as long as, obviously, like I said, as long as we have our bullish sort of outlook on our pairs, I feel like this is just these events that are happening tomorrow. They're just gonna be a catalyst for a catalyst for then the market, a catalyst to take the market from one point to another point.
For
You know.
sure.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, whoever is short on goal right now, I don't know what going for you, but yeah.
Nah, yeah, man, that would be that for gold. So I'm simply just gonna set maybe an alert around here, and then see if price can then just try to pull back down there a little bit more. Because, bro, again, I'm good. Even if I don't have any more trade this week, bro, I'm satisfied as crazy right now, bro. And then EURUSD, quickly let's just check the daily time frame. I was kind of actually looking for to see this candle close bullish, to be honest, which it did, and that's great. So yeah, I just put this low here as yesterday's candle. I was hoping that this candle will actually push and give us the target back into the previous high on EURUSD, which is the previous day candle. But we don't have enough volume. But the way I'm seeing these candles
Mhm.
from here, we're gonna have a nice bullish engulfing candle. Now that will give us a nice clear daily swing low on EURUSD as well. One more
Yeah.
time. That Bro, the market is building up for these news that are coming up, for honestly.
Yeah, facts. I mean that's what it tends to do a lot of the times whenever there's this type of events happening for the day or whatever, then we tend to see a lot of a lot of what is it called, a lot of no volume, a lot of consolidation around areas and stuff like that.
No, for sure.
But yeah,
Nah,
to
yeah,
be honest, I'm not gonna like considering the sort of consolidations that we had around euros for this week and then a bit of last week, then I feel like we done really good, to be honest.
we,
We did
we did
um,
really, really, really good in the chart, bro. Like, cause these buys that we be taking, bro,
mhm,
you have to be good at the structure to actually take
facts.
advantage of this. Cause market is kind of ranging, but we
Yeah,
already know, we understand the structure that is happening from here.
yeah,
That is why we was able to take advantage of these moves here, even these moves here. We take advantage of it, and we're
yeah,
currently taking advantage of what is currently happening right in front of us. So
exactly. This is what I'm saying.
now, EURUSD overall is looking good. This daily candle that open, we might expect a little bit pullback like it did on this candle here. So we might
Yeah,
expect a little bit pullback, especially with this news is coming and everything. We'll expect the daily candle to pull back a little bit, and then we can translate that information into the 4-hour time frame structure.
yeah,
Again, you see, we're having more confidence on these trades here because our structure stays the same, bro. Like
yeah,
nothing and nothing is confusing us because we know what we're waiting for. We still haven't take this as a higher low yet, so instead we switch it to this. So the idea is for price to overall go and close back above here, which we had here. So now this is confirmed to be a higher low for us now. So
yeah,
that is why price is now coming back here. So now the idea stay the same. If this is a higher low, price needs to hold above here for us to go and take out this structure high that we
yeah.
had here. So the remaining room that we had all the way up here, that is our chance as a trader to find the key area and take advantage of it.
And
So
take advantage of it really. And then I feel like a lot of this ranging is due to the or obviously to the issues that has been going on France as well.
yeah,
That's why, we've been having, a bit of, shallower pullbacks and stuff. But however, like I said, the overall view, which is bullish, is still intact. Still very much bullish. At least year ends. It's just a case and a matter of finding your levels. Levels that are within your strat, and then just taking advantage of it, like going from level to level, going from level to level, and then slowly, 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 I'm taking advantage of it. Really, you don't
Yeah,
really want to be opening just one position and letting that position go all the way to when it's the case of going from key level to key level, from key level to key level, like I always say, just like a step when you're going when you're going up, you go from the first step to the second step to the third step, all the way, all the way to whenever you get to the upper side of things. But yeah, like I said, the view still is looking at investors globally. There's a lot of positivity around euro to kind of
yeah, for
end.
sure.
So
That's why it's really looking bullish, bro. Like even if you compare the bearish candle to the bullish candle you have in, you had more blue candle than the volume
exactly,
in these candles here is more heavy than the volumes in these black
yeah,
candles. you
facts.
know. And we can see here the level that we marked here. If
Mm-hmm.
you remember last week, the level that we were saying price could have, we could have waited for market to close above it and then take advantage of it. But yeah, that is basically the same level that is gonna help us with our decision making on areas because we can see we reacted, we now reacted. Price is eventually now breaking back above it.
Breaking, yeah, breaking a little bit, yeah,
Clearly this pullback that happening here was expected, because once price break that key area it needs to retest it so we can look for signs and then continue. So if we look down that 1 hour time frame, you can see EURUSD is looking really, really, really clean. So all we gotta see from here is a bullish candle, especially for me. If I see the market start to close back below this 200 EMA here, I think we're gonna start to see if we can catch entries. But again, that might happen over the night. If that happened, then that's calm. Throughout, when London, New York is coming approach, we just gotta look for areas and ask ourselves where the move started from and how
yeah,
we can take advantage of it. So by looks of it, we can see 15 minutes making new highs, new highs, new highs. So clearly, the extreme point that we can take advantage of this move will be somewhere around here on the 15-minute time. So if we just put that area there and just call it patient and then wait for 2 p.m. I'm just gonna drag that until 3 p.m. around here. And you can see, bro, like you have some liquidity that you need to expect for
yeah.
this to do. So we're gonna save ourselves a little bit and then take some distraction out the way so we can just focus on that area for
And then
now.
I'd also love to see, the little range that we're having in here for that range to maintain at least until London Open. So if that's maintained at least until London Open, then there's a higher probability for us, to be taking those that's sort of range out. Then testing the lower zone or the key area that you've marked, and then rallying up.
No, for sure. And I'm just see, like you were saying, that area will be now used for us. We're gonna use it for liquidity. Price
Yeah,
can easily swipe below it, and then we can have. I feel like
mm,
this up here is looking so clean on every USD.
yeah,
Again, the same thing applies, man. Even if market just come down below it, it's okay. Wait, you have another area here. You even
yeah,
have an extortion here, bro. Like I love to see weeks like this, especially when these big newses are coming and stuff like that. And
mm,
the market always try to come and fill these gaps here at least 50%. So if I
yeah,
use
yeah,
this box here, that will tell me what the 50% of that move is. So again, you can see that at least we can fill this here if price try to come back here. But again, because you can see we have a double low here, we have a double
yeah.
low. You can use all this,
Exactly.
you gotta be ready for anything that might happen
Or
in the
anything
market.
that might arise. Yeah, facts.
But yeah, so that will be that for USD for sure. If this area fell, which I'm not too sure if it would already, because we're already coming from a key area. This move that started is starting from 4 hour key area that we've been waiting for a week now. So we've seen this kind of volume coming from there, price is falling back. We're seeing this kind of volume there, and now we're gonna expect price to pull back at least down to here,
Yeah,
but
at
we
least.
can
At
continue
least.
going. But if that fell, then we can pay attention to that point here. And
Yeah.
yeah, Our ESD is looking so clean. We should just
Definitely is without a doubt. I mean, that's one of the main reasons that I still have it open. To be honest, I mean, unless I get to that 1 to 2 hour, then perhaps closing 60% of the move, then I'm not really touching anything. And as long as I have my bias intact, and perhaps there's nothing potentially threatening that, then there's no reasons for us to be scared or to be feeling FOMO or anything like that. That's just a case of
for sure.
having that positive outlook, and then just believing in your plan. That's about it. Even if you look at the gap that you've literally just marked, there's a lot of reasons for the market to at least feeling that's inefficiency, to be honest. But yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure, man, for sure. For now let's now think logically. If we were in for price to go, obviously we have another psychological number here. We coming nearly coming from 1.16. We're breaking back above 1.16500. So technically, we might expect a retest there, and that retest is aligning perfectly with 15-minute order block there. If you wanna use it. And then yeah, man, that can be good. And if we want to use as like a liquidity void as well, we have a nice little gap here that we can expect to fill. If
Yeah.
that will happen, we have a nice huge gap here that we can expect to fill.
Yeah.
And then we can take advantage of this, man. Like even if you take a trade here and it take you out, okay, just be patient. Don't get
I'll wait for the next level, to be honest. I mean,
just wait for the next level and don't think, okay, now this trade is taking or the other block out. That means the market is bearish. No, it's not
yeah,
bearish.
and then I have to take revenge of it. Don't be like Suleiman number two.
Trust
uh,
me.
Well, trust me, bro. Well,
Nah, for sure.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
how
I have
other
no
than that,
mistakes.
just I mean, other than that, we've been, obviously the viewers, they've been, kind of following us from, video to video. We've literally been predicting this bullish move that we intend the Europe here to do. So it's just a case of staying patient. Don't let FOMO get to you. Don't let FOMO get to
Don't
you.
forget,
Give
bro.
yourself
Say
one
that again, bro.
we know
I
missing
heard
out
it.
nothing. Like
criteria and then take it. That's it.
nah,
Say,
for sure,
bro.
man. This is literally it. After doing this thing, there's nothing much to do except that once
But
price gets there, we can take advantage of it. If we take us out again, the risk must be calculated, bro.
exactly,
If
it must
you
be
lose some,
calculated. And
it's
then we
cash.
have to tell people that you don't have to think in just the one trade that you taken today. Think in the next 100 trades that you're going to be taking within the span of a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, whatever that is.
For
Don't
sure.
think in the short time. A lot of people like to think in the short time. It doesn't really have to be like that. You have to think in a much longer horizon. Because obviously, if you intend to be a finance analyst, at least for the years to come, then you have to think in a much longer sort of perspective or horizon, whatever you want to call it.
For real.
One trade fails today, yeah, forget it. Risk and manage your risk. That's the only thing that you can control. Obviously, follow your plan and then let the rest to the market. And that's about it. If one zone fails, wait for the zone, wait for the other zone. Have the bias on your side and just take it. If you look at it since I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, we've literally just been bullish. Predicting every sort of zone that we
Bro,
expect the market to
we
react to.
just been bullish, like we just been super, super bullish. From here, this way we start to take advantage of this buys here, and then here, we missed this. I missed this buy here, not this here, this one here, because technically nothing really much happened until here.
Yeah.
We missed this, and then I even have a videos there. I feel like I just record them privately, recording how I'm gonna take advantage of. I took this trade with him here. We took this trade on that Friday. This was that trade that actually gave me momentum in the market to actually
Yeah,
get
it
back
was
again.
beautiful that move.
Yeah, man. And yeah, and from there we just continue doing the same thing. Literally, we try here the same thing. Price come back here, we're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing. The same thing. We're about to do
And
the
then
same.
and then if you go back, literally all the zones that you've been talking about before the wheel move happens, we always there's always something that obviously that you can see from the chart. We always tend to have the double bottoms first,
Yeah.
then the market will react prematurely, then come down, taking those liquidities. Look at it from that zone. Look at the other zone as well. You know the first trade, the second trade, and the third one above the
Yeah.
second. This one, on the left side of things, if you look at it, we had double bottoms between obviously
Yeah.
the where price action is close to the EMA. Not on that one, the other one, on the
This
third.
one.
No, on your right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Literally before the move happened, we had those double bottoms where
Double bottom.
the market has used as a liquidity void. Come to it, react prematurely, come to it, take it, and then give us the real move. And then again, if you look at the other side, the one that you taken on the fourth, I think. Yeah, exactly. Same thing happened. We had our area of interest in there. Market gave us those little two double bottoms in there, reacted off it, and then gave us the true move that it needs to do. And then I feel like with the new move that we are anticipating for tomorrow or maybe Friday, the market is looking to kind of position itself towards that. Look at it. We have a reaction in here, breaking those lows on the left. Then look at it. The market is now ranging. Perhaps maybe that might be used as a liquidity void.
Yeah,
Reacted
this one
a little
that's
bit
happening here.
prematurely, come back, and then maybe go to 1.7 by next week.
Oh, for sure, man. Exactly, bro. Again, this is what
Exactly.
we find out. You know, EURUSD is looking super, super bullish. Again, like you said, patient will give us that move that we're looking
It's
for. The
about being
analysis
patient. I know,
literally
I know. I think on the trade that we taken today and then the one last week, we've been taken out on our first positions, but there's nothing to worry about. It's normal. It happens in the market. There has to be some sort of liquidity for the market to then move to where it needs to go. This liquidity grab move, liquidity grab move, liquidity grab move. It's like a fuel for the real move that needs to happen.
like McDouglas saying for the market to buy, it needs to sell. The
Exactly.
intention for the people
Sellers
that are trying to
for the
buy
market to
this
buy.
market, they need to sell the market for them to be able to buy the market.
Right, exactly.
So that them selling it, we use that form, that language as liquidity, basically,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
if someone knows that okay, this market is going to go to 180, if that's what they're bidding, they're gonna try to beat this market to lower prices. So they will beat the market from 1.17 to 1.16 so that they can buy market to ride it up to
At a lower price. Yeah.
1.8. You know what I mean?
And
So
then
yeah, man,
perhaps
liquidity.
what I said the last week, when we were talking about the whole Trump thing, saying that he wants to make America great. Like, literally right now, if you look at the bond yields in America, they're over they're over the sky. So obviously, for Trump to be able to bring America to that to that level, then obviously he has to build America on much lower levels, on much lower price ratings. You get it? So that's why we're seeing some bearishness on the dollar side of things. Then perhaps by next year, who knows if things start to go normal and everything's aligned on the United States of America, then we might see some bullishness on the dollar side of things. But for now, let's just ride the bearishness. That's all I can say.
Yes,
Take
there
it.
is. If you remember, we had this analysis on that. We was expecting the first reaction here, but that don't
Yeah,
happen. We had a deep pullback. I even start to go heavy on this trade on EURUSD today. Once I start to see the dollar actually giving me this bearish
exactly.
sign here,
And then
obviously we're reacting, from here, and it's just bearish, bro. Like we were saying, we might see the dollar actually now try to take out this lows here, especially bro. There is so much news coming though. Like you can see, we have a nice liquidity forming below here.
rate cuts, this, that, job opening happening very soon. It's all looking very good, man. It's all looking very,
Really good.
very
Again,
good.
like
And
we got the
even
sorry,
with me, I think I had done for the 2 year yields, I think it was. There you go. I had
no,
this marked out here. No, was it
I'm
the
just gonna
two?
share. You can share your chart. I'm just gonna stop mine for now. Let me, there we go.
There you go. If you look at these yields in here, I had this area marked up. Obviously the reason I've had a bit of retracement on the euro side of things was because of this. As soon as we had the
You
retracement, I
said
think
that in the last video as well, about that retracement.
exactly. The news literally happened in here, and then look at the rally that we see it. If you obviously translate this onto the euro US dollar, then you can see, you can see obviously the similarities in it. If one goes down, the other goes up,
No, for sure, man. For sure, for sure. This
and yeah,
market
yes,
is bearish,
obviously,
man. Let's go, man. Like this was a nice little trade recap, though. I feel like it put us back in the game, bro. Since we start to do this thing, things
bro.
start to really, really, really consistent
It's,
for
it's
me.
been it's, it's been something else because literally I'm not gonna like, even before obviously the calls, I'm like, okay, how do I need to go about it? What do I need to focus? What do I need to tell obviously Suleiman? How was my psychology? How was this? How was that? So I'm starting to think about everything to get it. And then if you're able to think over everything on a day-to-day basis, especially when it comes to this whole industry, then it helps you mentally in a certain way. It gives you that clarity that you need, that peace of mind that you need whenever you're approaching the trades. Because like I said, this not it's not a PlayStation game. It's not a case of you come to it, yeah, you press Xbox, then no, no, no.
And again, if you think about it, us as a trader, every mistake we did is gonna cost us $1 to find out.
Exactly.
So, it's crazy, man.
Just like me, bro.
It's good. You're good, man. Wallah, you're good, bro. You just
Very
learn.
Um,
good.
um, like I said to the listeners, don't be like Suleiman number two.
Innit? Like if you're listening this thing audio, like bro, try
Don't be
to
like
like,
him. Don't be like him.
like be with
But yeah,
yourself.
it was at least a nice little catch up. Unless Lemon wants to say anything
Do you
on
wanna
what
say
happened today, 'cause I still don't know what happened today.
Keep going, bro. Keep going. Just keep focused, bro. On the right thing, bro.
keep focus and keep going? That's cool. We'll take that.
No, we'll take that. We'll take that. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get this guy to talk on the screens very soon. It's
Now
a
it's
it's a
gonna
live
have
read.
to, bro.
But,
It's gonna have to. I feel like it's getting to a point now, bro. You're
mhm,
gonna have to talk now, bro. Because
exactly,
Nah,
bro.
for you to be able to take your trade, if you cannot explain your trade, you just gamble it.
bro,
Simple.
you guys are explaining.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
we explain it, that's calm. But when you place in the trade, you have your own reason behind it. That little
Exactly.
reason that you
You have
have
your own
behind
thought process.
placing it, you need to be able to tell that. And you're the only one who knows that language behind your brain there. So
my
you
reason is the same as you guys' reasoning,
nope, nope, that's not the same. That's not the same. Nah, but for sure, man. I mean, that was a nice little recap here, man.
Yeah, and then I
You
guess
know,
he has kind of aligned us back to to whatever we're looking into the market. So which is a good thing in itself. So it's like we always say, and then like we always emphasize, stay disciplined, plan your trade and trade your plan. It's as
trade
simple
your
as.
plan. For sure, for sure. That's gonna be
So,
the last. That everyone listening to this, just take that, man. Plan, trade
plan
it.
your trade
Without
and trade your
say,
plan.
there is a saying that say, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Exactly. It's as simple as, if I'll repeat it again. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. It's as simple as like simple psychology. It's not rocket science. It's nothing. Simple psychology. And with that said, I guess we call it a day, and then we'll catch everyone until Sunday maybe, when we do our
Sunday,
own.
yeah. Friday we try to do some Friday, but Friday I'm going out somewhere. So if we don't get to make it on Friday, we'll try to do like at least Sunday before we do market analysis. We'll go over the trade and then
Let
like
me
we
know.
did last week.
That's absolutely fine. On that note, call it a good night, and then we'll be in touch on privately,
My
chat.
my guy, bro. Let's